Hi guys, today on Divas Can Cook we are making Grandma Barb spaghetti. Now when my grandmother passed last year, this was the only recipe I never got from her, but you guys will never guess what I found when I was looking through her old recipes. Yes, her spaghetti sauce recipe. I was so happy. I couldn't wait to get it recorded and on my channel for you guys. It was one of my favorite recipes growing up that she made, and it's so simple, very basic and simple, but it is so good. Y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, we're going to start by adding some olive oil into my large pot. I'm going to add in some diced onions. We're going to cook these onions just until they are tender and smelling good, okay? Just like that, nice and soft, kind of translucent. Then we're going to add in our garlic. You can add in a little bit of garlic or you can add in a whole lot of garlic, okay? Whatever you want to do here. All right, so we're going to cook this garlic until it is fragrant. And now I'm going to add in my ground beef. If you want to use ground turkey, you can. If you want to use some Italian sausage or a little mixture of both, you can do that as well. I'm using 1 pound. You can use 2 pounds if you want it nice and meaty. All right, just go ahead and break this up. I'm going to season this just a little bit with some salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. You can add in more seasonings if you want to, yeah. Okay, so go ahead and cook that ground beef until it is done. And then we're going to drain off all of that fat. We don't want it in our spaghetti sauce. Then I'm going to add in some diced tomatoes. You can chop these tomatoes up, puree them if you don't like a chunky sauce. I do. Next, we're going to add in some tomato sauce. This sauce does not have any tomato paste, so it's like really light. I think that's why I like it so much. And then once you have that mixed in, we're going to add in my favorite part, all those spices. The spices and stuff, yeah, it's what I like about it. It has sugar, some celery salt, some red pepper flakes, lots of little dried herbs. What else? Fennel. It's just a really good spaghetti sauce seasoning, all that together. Next, we're going to add in our little bay leaf. Get that bay leaf in there, stir it on up. Now, if you don't like a thick spaghetti sauce, you can add in a little bit of water or chicken broth. But since we didn't drain those tomatoes, yeah, you don't need no water. We're going to cover it and simmer it for about 30 minutes, all right? After 30 minutes, here is how it will look right here. All those spices have come together. The sauce is tasting the bomb diggity. Go ahead and remove that bay leaf, and now you can taste it. You can taste it and see if you want to adjust these seasonings. And then once you have it adjusted, add in all of your fresh herbs. I'm using some fresh basil and fresh parsley. You gotta have fresh basil at least, okay? A whole bunch of fresh basil is where it's at. Go ahead and stir that in there, and now we are done. That is it. The simplest spaghetti sauce, but it is so good. Easy enough to make on a weekday, okay? You don't need no jars. That's it right here. So go ahead and load it up. I like to keep my sauce and my spaghetti separate. I don't know. That's how my grandmother did it, so that's how I do it. But if you want to mix it together, you can. And of course, you got to add on a ton of Parmesan cheese. I like to go easy on the salt because I do add a whole lot of Parmesan cheese.